This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and my Today's Racing Digest video series continues Saturday, January 5th, 2019. We are on the road to Kentucky Derby 2019. In this Kentucky Derby points race, I'm going to do the 9th race from Santa Anita Park, the Grade 3 Sham Stakes for 3-year-olds, and they're going to be traveling 1 mile around 2 turns on the main track. We have a 7-horse field. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Sueno, is one of 2 horses for trainer Keith DeSarmo, and he's 20-1 on the morning line. Kent DeSarmo is going to ride. Now, he won his last 2 starts. He beat $80,000 maiden claimers to graduate, and then last time out, he shipped to Golden Gate Fields in an all-weather stakes race at 1 mile, and he won that one as well. He's going to meet tougher rivals today. He's going to have to step up and run faster if he expects to compete for a top award in this race. Number 2, Gray Magician. He's an interesting contender at 4-1 on the morning line. Now, he moved to the Peter Miller barn last time out. He stretched out in distance, and he broke his maiden easily. He won by more than 9 lengths. He was the heavy favorite in that November 24th race under Flavien Prat, who's going to ride him back today. Now, he improved his fire number and his CPR last time out. If you're not familiar with those numbers for today's Racing Digest, fire number is speed throughout a race. The CPR is the comprehensive performance rating, which takes into account pace, final time, and closing fraction. Now, I like that he's going to probably save all the ground, stalking the pace, and if he can move forward again, he could be the first one to attack if the pace comes back, and he's going to offer a bit of value. Number 3, Savagery, could be the one to catch for trainer Peter Miller, his second entrant in here, and he's 10-1 on the morning line. Now, last time out, he took blinkers off. He stretched out in distance in the Los Al Futurity. That was a grade 1. He blew the first turn. He wiped out a couple of his rivals in that race, and he ended up not hitting the board. So now in this race, they're going to put the blinkers back on, and you would expect that he's going to probably show some speed. I really think he's better sprinting. I don't really know that he wants to go this far, but he should be in front early. Number 4, East Shot, 30-1 morning line. Now, he broke his maiden in an $80,000 maiden claiming race last time out. That was a sprint race at Del Mar for trainer Keith DeSarmo. Now he's going to have to stretch out in distance. He's going to face tougher 2-turn stakes rivals in here. And he's really going to be tested distance class standpoint in this race, and we'll see how good he is. Number 5, Coliseum, sure looked like the real deal in his debut. He's the even money favorite in this race. Now, in that debut, he went right to the front. The pace wasn't quick in that 7-furlong race on November 17th, but he controlled the race throughout. He pulled away nicely, galloped out nice, and he earned, in this race, the field best of fire number, CPR, and final rating. So he's already proven that he's the fastest horse in the race, and now he just has to stretch out in his first start against winners. He does have multiple bullets for this race. Joe Talamo is going to ride back for trainer Bob Baffert. Now, again, he's trying 2 turns for the first time, first start against winners. He's probably going to have to rate off the pace because Savagery is probably going to be out there. But all signs point to him being a very good horse. I don't think he's going to have a lot of problems with the distance. He's just not going to offer a lot of value in this race. Number 6, Gunmetal Gray, interesting contender, 5-2 morning line. Now, he stretched out and broke his maiden nicely on August 22nd. Since then, he's run in back-to-back Grade 1 races, and he ran against probable 2-year-old champion Game Winner in both of those races. And Game Winner won the American Pharoah Stakes, and Gunmetal Gray was up for second. Last time, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he passed some tired horses. He finished 5th. He was beaten 12 lengths. But 2 horses in that race came out of that race to win stakes races in their next start. So the Breeders' Cup Juvenile seems to have been at least a productive race so far. This one's been in steady training since November 11th. They've been looking for a spot, and they ended up choosing this one. Now, Flavien Prat does jump off. Mike Smith hops aboard. He's going to probably be rallying from off the pace. He should get some pace help, and that stakes experience could be the difference in this spot for him. Finally, number 7, Much Better, your second entrant for trainer Bob Baffert. Now, he won his 3rd sprint debut. He looked good that day. Since then, he's run on the turf 2 times. He was 2nd in the Zuma Beach Stakes, and then he finished 14th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile turf. Probably didn't like that soft ground. So now he's back on the main track, and he's probably going to stalk the pace from the outside. He's going to have to work out some kind of trip. He could get hung out wide. Now, my top 3 contenders in this Sham Stakes, I'm going to make number 2, Gray Magician, my top choice. Number 5, Coliseum, the one to beat, my second choice. And then number 6, Gunmetal Gray. He'll be rallying. He's my 3rd choice. We're going to make a win wager on number 2, Gray Magician. Exacta 2, Gray Magician on top of the 5, Coliseum, and the 6, Gunmetal Gray. Reverse that exacta, 5-6 over the 2. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments in the comment section. Who do you like in the 2019 Sham Stakes who are some of the horses you like on the road to Kentucky Derby 2019. And if you're interested in my Kentucky Derby 2019 blogs, you can read those. I update them after each of the points races, and at todaysracingdigest.com. You can read my latest update, recapping the Jerome Stakes, and then previewing this race right here, the Sham Stakes. And that will wrap up this week's video. We'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.